Hi everyone, I am Margot, your tarot reader, and today we are doing a personal reading for Scorpio. This is a personal reading. If you're wanting your own consultation or reading or ritual, please email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com or Facebook Margot, your tarot reader. So, Scorpio, what is it that I need to know? What is it that I need to see for you? Let I see, ancestors. As you already stated, certain predictions have already come forth, and now we're looking to see what's ahead after those. Let I see, ancestors. Okay, so for you, client of mine, okay, it looks like yes, you've been away from work for quite a while, and you are attempting to either start a new project, and or move. Okay, so I want to say on this client, we do see that you're still at this time married. You're having some difficulties because if you are going through legal separations, you're still considering what are the objects, what are your, how do I say this? You're still looking up your options in reference to your wealth and source of income. If you are in that process of legal separation, you're still working the differences of who gets what. And I feel that you're doing it only to be, because you are hurting on the process of what took place in reference to the separation with your spouse. You're almost doing it as a way of punishing the person. And I feel that eventually this is taking a toll, not just on you, but on your spouse. And your spouse is actually in the point of saying enough is enough. I'll accept what you want. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the home. You can keep it. And I'm tired of this. This is causing health issues for me. And I can't just live like this anymore. Either you're saying that or your spouse is, but probably more so your spouse. In true, you're hurt because of the person who he cheated with and what you found out. It could be also that you recently have found out other things, like maybe he went back to see that person that you caught him with, or still is or was. And so therefore there will be a decision this year to resolve the issue of your relationship. I feel that at one point you both try to work it out and mend it or try to make the effort, but it fell downhill. Your spouse is still seeing that person. He is very much so in love with that person. He feels a connection toward that person, and will be seeing that person in the next 15 days there or within that time frame. He will have a serious conversation with that person that he is seeing in reference to home environment, and probably even let that other person know what's going on between his home and you. Again, because he's ready to make a change in his life. He's ready to have a new start, and is realizing probably that life was just not what he expected in terms of relationship and love. And he feels that by being in the stagnation that he's in, is also hurting you and hurting him and hurting everybody else. And he feels left out in the relationship in some kind of way, physically, emotionally, probably, or both. So he's ready to make that step. And I do have to say that eventually in the future, I do see him moving in with his other person. Okay. So he probably will throw in the towel, and say, take whatever it is you want to you. Okay. There will be property split or sale. There will be money that would have to be exchanged between you two. Certain finances matters. Okay. I do see that there is someone in your life that would like to be in a relationship with you, someone that probably declared themselves to you before in the past, and you put on hold. And so therefore, you've been spending time with this person, probably having conversations off and on. And I feel that you're going to take this into consideration and probably start seeing this person eventually. I feel that this person is married still or is with someone. Um, hmm. There's something with another person here in his life. Okay. Friend with benefits could be. But he adapted to that because you played him off or you said no to, and so therefore, he got attached to someone else. So that's what I'm seeing here in your reading today, Scorpio, to my client. I have to say that eh, because of what I'm sensing in the energy for you, I feel that you restricted your life in order to punish your spouse for what they're doing. But and you thought you were restricting his life and cutting all kinds of things in his life between you two. But at the end of the day, I feel that the person that got hurt the most is you, my client. Uh, because I see you that you've been crying, staying up late, crying, wondering, checking, looking, spying, uh, reading, all kinds of things. You got a little crazy over that, and you did that for quite a while. You actually spoke about this to someone, could be your mother figure or someone that has been through similar situations, and they advise you to stay in the marriage, to keep it, save it, whatever it was, for the sake of it or for the status of, and so far. But eventually, you're looking at things in a different level now. Scorpio, Uranus is in part of your chart where it is triggering you to make sudden actions, sudden changes, um, and they again take you back and you hold back. It's a long procedure for this that you're going through, and it can be, and including all the way till the next 5 years, including if you want to stay in this stagnation. But just because Uranus is sitting in one part of your chart does not mean that you have to follow through and let Uranus take over. Um, you have to go and see what your heart calls out for. Holding grudges, holding pain toward the situation or the circumstances will not allow you to breathe in what the universe has for you in store. And so we do know that your spouse, have done this before. It is not the first time, and it's a multiple times prior to this. Whether you believe it or not, it is so what it says here. Okay, so I feel that if I were to look at what else is there for you, we do see that eventually you're going to reconnect with someone that you've lost contact with in the past. This person cares for you and has a great deal of affection for you, and you cut him off, for understandable reasons, but he's still holding out there that eventually you will say yes to him. And I do feel that eventually you will date this person and spend time with this person, but then at the end, you will also cut that relationship off because you want to concentrate more on you and your family, and you'd rather enjoy your life traveling, seeing all kinds, just being you and explore you. And you're going to feel more that independently by yourself, you're happier and less responsibility of having to have your heart broken, Scorpio. So that's what I'm seeing for you. I do feel that whatever person comes to stay with you in a relationship, it will be a short term for now, is what I'm sensing. Uranus will make sure of that. And so in reference to your spouse, I do feel that the relationship will actually get stronger and move forward and live together. And it is a bond of spiritual bond between them as well. We do see that this person is also tied and married to someone else, but that would also dissipate because, of course, they're moving in together here. And that will have their own turbulence for a while to get to know each other, in the living situations and the have-nots and whatnot. But eventually, I feel that they will work out the differences. It is a bond, as it was with yours, but there's this, um, how do I put it? It's a spiritual bond, soul connection bond, and it's a bond that was driven from past lives. So they found each other because one chose to come back and look for the other. Okay. And with you, of course, this is a life path connection that you have with your spouse. You built property, wealth, children, etc. So you build your generation to grow more. So I do feel that between you and your spouse, eventually you come into a common ground position where your friendship will remain after all the fact, if you wish it to be. He does, for the sake of the children, grandchildren, etc. And so eventually I feel that you will adapt to that, eventually, because I feel that when you find out that he's still seeing or is moving in with the other person that you cannot stand, that will hurt you, that will piss you off, and you will be more upset, more angry, and you would want to leave him penniless. That will also dissipate later on in time, where you will learn to adjust and accept the changes of lives. Okay, Scorpio? I will have to say that whatever it is at this moment that you're going through in your thoughts and mind, you have to resolve them, or they become toxic to you, to your way of being, your energy, your spirit, your heart, and your mind. Okay, in your space, and you will not be able to see life in the more happier tense. You become a sour person, as we would want to say it. So I feel that that will be for you today, Scorpio. Um, for now, we'll leave it at that, and then we'll see what is for later for you. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because of now, I feel that certain things are changing and shifting for you. And sometimes the spirits will say, you see, but you cannot say. And I have to be respectful to those predictions that I see. Scorpio, I will also have to say that, let's see here. Okay, exactly. So you obviously have been looking towards someone else. You've been spying on someone else. It can be the mistress, or including the mistress and the spouse. Either way, you've been spying on someone. You put a pause on that, and now you're coming to again. That can become an addiction for you. I feel that because you feel that you still haven't had your saying on what happened after all these years, you're still looking to see how to repay that person back, how to punish the person, or the people involved. And so that is sucking the good side energy of you. You're finding ways to punish and regroup and redo the punishment, instead of focusing your life on the better half. What you put out there in the media is not necessarily what's behind closed doors, what's in your heart, what is in your energy, and the people around you. So you may not see affection, the energy taking toll right now, but you will eventually if you continue this way. It'll become an obsession for you. So I would suggest that if you're keeping an eye on someone, leave that as it may, and let it just flow as it is. And if you're holding on to this marriage just for a grudge and whatever it may be, it's time that you set the boundaries and say, okay, this is what needs to be done, and this is what take place, and either find a way to work it or be done with it. Even if you try to work it right now, it will still come back around, and it will still be haunting. You are not going to get over this ever again, because if it's been years, you still haven't, and you're still holding grudges, and you're still hurting by this. And whatever it is, the punishments that you put in place are not working, have not worked, because he's still with that other person and never left the person, whether you knew or not. There you go. So you have to come to the decision and acceptance of the decisions that you're going to make for the best behalf of you and the other party. I know that it is easy to say than done, but in this time, it's better to call the truth, call the peace, and move forward. I will leave it at that. Thank you, Scorpio. Wish you love and light to you and to yours. Thank you.